Hey guys, what is up? Redmaster here, and welcome back to another Hidden Combos episode. Today, we do have a special deck on board for you guys, and as you can see as I'm kind of fastly playing things, you notice it is a Viking Crusader deck. Essentially, I think this is an ironic name for it, but you know, those of you who don't like Luminaris are going to hate me for this, but the deck is a I think how he calls it LumiFreeze? I'm going to call it LumiFreeze because, you know, English. Yeah, basically this deck is a nice little synergy combination of Frost and Knights. So you have cards like, as you see in my hand, Zealous Knight and Genevieve. And then you also have the cards like Ice Blast and Shatter Strike, which are good for taking out stuff like this. So I'm just gonna get rid of that and do a bit of that. So as you can see, I'm kind of using Arctic Explorer here for the fact that they're better in the freeze deck. I know Chig had a variation with using Elvish Hunter because he didn't have Arctic Hunter, Arctic Explorer per se. So yeah, I'm kind of I'm jumping ahead of myself. But as you can see, we're doing a pretty big push. So we can't do anything turn 6. Interesting. That means we're gonna have our guy come up here, get ready for maybe another attack up here, and we're gonna have Genevieve come down. Can I not? I think I have like an issue with. Oh, I guess it's not showing up on my screen. But yeah. As you can see, the deck also has a lot of big units, an essential part of the stalling aspect. You have things like Yarm Giant and Fenrir that line up. It's a very well put together deck, in my opinion. So I think cutting off that Ronin there was pretty much the big play. Let's see if we can get him down here. I think we might end it this early in the match. Yeah, we did. Whoops! Did the castle disappear? Anyway, we're gonna go again with our friend there because that was kind of fast. So yeah, you kind of saw how fast and how effective it took out. The Arctic Explorer is definitely good. Okay, so now we're working at a point where we don't have as much knights. Okay, sorry. He throws out the Salahar fish. Oh, we are not looking too strong here. We might have to point to the Arctic Explorer a bit earlier. Combo. Oh, I guess that's sort of... yeah, it's better. So, yeah. We're gonna end up coining into our Arctic Explorer here. I keep wanting to say Hunter. Yeah. So, let's see. We may want to... I don't know how he moves that. Okay, so he's smart. He moves it away. I would want to play... Can he attack down? Yeah, he can. We are going to throw our Titan Watcher down, and he can attack the Arctic Explorer there. Okay. I also have things like Frozen Storm in the deck, which also pair well with Shattering Strike, Horseman with the Luminaris, so kind of see that things in this deck kind of go well with each other. You have a nice, well, you may not have too much of a strong early game. You do have a lot of draw, your Archive, your Dragon Lore that's in the deck. Then you start getting into a couple of other things. Those are 2 Wood Wars. But yeah, we're going to take out... we should throw you down there. Those wood wars are sort of odd. They're all foiled too. It's like the Saiyan trio of wood war. Maybe I shouldn't have put my knight so close, because I won't be able to shatter strike. You just take out that wood war, and you might know I have a Luminaris in my hand, so that's gotta be his primary thought, unless he has something else to play in his hand. He's not directly attacking, so he's gotta have something. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Well, that's gonna take out everything. And definitely a good play to keep those guys there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, Frozen Storm, Shatter Strike this fool, and draw. Oh dear. So you can't move this Wood War, essentially, because I think he's got like negative movement. Yeah, he's got negative movement there. Witch Doctor, interesting. An Acolyte. Alright, so our primary goal should be that's what I'm worried here about. So that could reach out. So playing a second archive would be useless there. I want to Ice Blast this trio. Get away from me. Or if he moves the Acolyte, oh, even better. We may be able. I mean, technically that's kind of worse because now we have this to deal with. I don't want to deal with that. Ugh. You just lost attack off of the... Okay, you know what? Let's get you. And then you all get triggered. So we're gonna basically just lose that archive. So let's get some draw now. Not what I wanted to see. We do have a lot of units here with not a lot of draw power. We don't even have units, I don't even know what I'm talking about. We do have a lot of things here, but they're just so empty, which is not good for us to see. We may have to... Ooh. Okay, so he hides that guy. And still no sign of a draw yet, so... Or a knight. If we had a knight or a reckless knight, he can come in and Luminaris right now to basically clear this entire board, because the zombies are so weak right now. Ugh. Jeez, another Eternal Darkness. Smart, he's gonna Flame Shield that one to give it some extra power. Go! That's a lot of zombies on this board, and I'm like not happy about it. If I could draw the Reckless will absolutely somewhat save us. Please. Like, I mean, I guess it's better than having no unit, but you could just, yeah. So now grouping's gonna be harder for him to do because, hell, we have a lot of things. Unless he's got a Rakanoff. Well, I mean, he probably would have used it last turn. Can you not, like, do that? That'd be great. He's sacrificing that one. He should be aware of what's possibly coming. We can do a relatively smaller version of the board clear next turn. Okay, he blocks off that. Just seeing in my head how it's going to play out. If we had a Reckless Knight, the Reckless is what's going to save us here. essentially. Because we do have all these Luminaris-esque. Oh, you draw another one. Okay, so swish you back there. You all die. You come out. And you three get Luminari'd. Luminari'd? Luminari'd. Luminarist. I like having fun with words. So what's gonna save him here? Rakanoth. That is not Rakanoth. Now, it's a shame that this deck doesn't have the stables, but, I mean, with the Frost, you kind of have to make that sacrifice. Oh, now you show up. I mean, this guy is such a tremendous help to me sometimes. And the Lumi Bomb. So we got him on the ropes now. Spitefish, that's going to save him, but we're still going to win in the sudden death. Vert kills my Yarm, and Darkfire does that. So ultimately, we end up in a tie. Yeah, that's not going to help us. Oh, yeah. No, we're going to make it so that we win this. The stupid way to win, to be honest. But, there you go. Two in-depth, or not really in-depth, but two matches showcasing the LumiFreeze. Again, it's an effective deck. I like the idea and have played it myself in the high rankings. I know he has too. I'm going to show you the deck list just from my thing. I'm not going to post to the Reddit link. You can go visit the Reddit if you want. It's on there. I don't know how old the link is though. But here is a deck, and I'm going to run by all of what the cards in there sort of like their purpose, more or less. Shattering Strike, you know, is there to destroy those frozen minions, so you freeze a Yarm Giant, a Shodan, something powerful, and just destroy it instantly. And that is no cost to you, which makes Shattering Strike really effective for freeze decks. Dragon Lore, your draw power. Salahar, your early game unit, and if you need any one of those last minute damage, those, you know, the 2 damage can sometimes help. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going off on a bunch of different things. Mine's like, woo! And is it still snowing? Yeah, it's still snowing. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, the last will, again, usually you see Spitefish in every deck anyway. Archive, another draw power. Explorer, his freeze is very effective. I know Chig's original deck list had Elvish Hunter, and that didn't really work out for me too well as it did him, but I subbed that out with Arctic Explorer. It's got better health, same attack, the same gold, and kind of ties into the freezing aspect, so you don't need a Frozen Storm or Ice Blast when you have Arctic Explorer on the field. Reckless Knight, because that's almost in every other Knight deck you see nowadays, and as you saw from the last game, the Charged Luminaris Bomb is one of those great ways to win. Get your sarcasm detectors out. Titan Watcher, because he's a nice, beefy 3 gold unit that you plop and forces your opponent to worry about him for maybe a turn or two. Frozen Storm, a way to stall your enemies. I know this card doesn't really use as much as it used to be, but in this deck it is effective. You knock all enemies back, you freeze them, and then if you need to Shatter Strike something maybe, you can do that. Headless Horseman, because we need a unit in the 4 gold slot, and it's a knight, so that'll pair well if we have a Luminaris, and its 4 movement can reach out and maybe kill something like a Sea Witch or Acolyte. Ice Blast, because you need the ice sort of freeze, and the damage isn't that bad either. So it's your weaker Luminaris, and kind of ties into the whole freezing aspect. Luminaris, because why don't you have this if you're running a night deck. If you don't have this while you're running a night deck, unless you're using Aura Knights, and even if you are using Aura Knights, you should be running Luminaris, because that's basically in every night deck nowadays, because it's just that damn effective. Swordsman, the cleave got really powerful, and again, something to transition from your early into mid/late game, and Swordsman is definitely that great unit. As you saw, we kind of cleared out some zombies with cleave. I think it was the Witch Doctor and the zombie, but you know, definitely for those swarm decks, you may need Swordsman to just get rid of a couple things. Zealous Knight, high health stat is great for a night like this to survive, and then of course you have the Luminaris bombs, so basically ties into the night portion of this deck. Genevieve for the same reasons, except she has charge and heals all knights for 6, so it's definitely a big plus to your night decks. Yarm Giant and Fenrir both kind of serve the same purpose, in which they are your late game. It's what you stall out for, and Yarm came through for us with the chain knockback, electrical strike, and Fenrir you can kind of do the same thing. Well, not really the same thing because he doesn't have the knockback and chain, but it definitely helps with, you know, the ramp. And usually you'll see rampaging Fenrir in the late game anyway. Comes out, knocks an enemy for 5, and then usually knocks the castle for 5 if that's their intention, which is another effective way to get damage off onto the castle. So that is the LumiFreeze deck. Of course, I can't take credit for this. This is created by Chig, one of the players within the leaderboards and the top 100. So, if you enjoyed this, please go check out his Reddit deck list and also share your thoughts there. But let's not go off on that tangent, because before you can comment over on Chig's Reddit deck list, you need to comment on this video about what you thought about the deck. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, or a like, maybe share it with a friend, and again, comment down below what you thought of this deck, and how effective do you think it might be. We are getting closer to Arcanon War. I think I'm posting this on the 31st of January, and we do have those 60 packs, so I mentioned to a couple of you recently down in the comments, quick thing before I go, that I do have a surprise for you regarding Arcanon War. It is coming, I assure you. Can't release too many details about it yet. It is still in the works, but trust me, we are getting some. I'm going to be able to show you guys something relating to Arcanon War before the set releases. So keep in tune for that, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the surprise I do have planned for you. So, with that being said, until the next video, guys, stay gaming.